Welcome back, Computer Science Betimes. This is part 2 of today's lecture. So let us start group by clause. Along with that, I'll be using having clause also. So let us know first for what we are using this group by clause. Actually, it is required to combine all the records that have identical values in a particular field. Okay, identical means when we have similar type of values, repeated values in a particular field means your column. Okay, so ultimately when we want to prepare one summary record for that particular group, then we'll be using group by clause. Okay, like you all students belong to this computer subject, so I'll make a group of yours. So in this way we can do grouping. Okay, when we have something common between them, similar type of data they are having, similar type of things they are having in a particular column, then we can group them using the group by clause. And having clause will help us to put conditions also. Okay, and one most important thing about group by is that it supports all the aggregate functions that we have used previously. Okay, so let us start this practical now. For this I'll be using a table, and that table name is EP1. Okay, that table I have already constructed for you. Select star from EP1. So here we go, we have this table already. I have made this table for you. Here is the employee number. Okay, this table is given in your book also. Little bit changes I have done. Okay, on page number 488 this table has been given, and I am using the same tables for your convenience only, with little bit changes in the employee name and number. Rest everything was almost same. Okay, so we can see we have many things common here, like department number is a repetition of few values like 10, 20 and 30. So this type of fields we can select to use our group by clause, because in this we can do grouping. We will say the group of 10, department number 10, so there will be 3 employees, like one will be G, another will be I, and another will be N. So we can group these particular rows in the from the database into a particular group. Okay, then group number department number 20 will also form a group, department number 30 will also form a group. Okay, so these are grouping expressions or the columns we can say. But there are certain non-grouping fields, like we see this. In this we rarely find any column that is doing repetition, so we should avoid using such type of columns which have non-repeating values. Okay, very few values are repeating, so we should avoid using this types of fields when we are using group by clause. So group by clause should be implemented on those fields or those columns which have similar type of repeating values. Okay, so we should use department number, or we can use job also, because in job also we can see there are 2-3 clerks. This N is clerk, L is clerk, and A is clerk. Salesmen are also there, managers are also there. So job and department number, these 2 fields are suitable for executing the query of group by. Okay, but if we try to use these types of field which do not have any repeating value, so this will create problem, because if we will try to group them, they will not be done properly. I'll show you how. Okay, firstly I should start the practical part. So for that the query is select department number, DEPT number. Okay, comma, now I'm using the aggregate functions count star. So for that I must use this, then I will be writing star. Okay, to make it more safe. Then sum is also an aggregate function, I told you. Fine. Then from where it should select, from EP1. Okay, from EP1. Now I am using group by. I told you we should use the fields which are having the repetitive values, so better to use department number or job field. If we'll use another, then actually the grouping cannot be done on these types of entries, but SQL will not give any error, but the answers will not be 100% accurate, we can say. Okay, then group by department number, DEPTNO. Okay, now you can see what this statement is doing. Actually, it is showing me department number, and then I told you the count the number of records that are having. Accordingly, see, how grouping is to be done on the basis of department number. I told you there are 3 types of values in department number: 10, 20 and 30. So grouping should be done on the basis of 10, 20 and 30. So it is counting how many rows are satisfying this department number 10 and sum of their salaries. Okay, there are 3. I told you there are 3 rows: 10, 10 and 10. Okay, so count is 3. Okay, and the sum of salaries has been done for you. One salary is 1300, another salary is this much, and another salary is this much. So 5000 plus 2460 plus 1300, that comes out to be this much. Okay, then department number 20, count of salaries has been shown, and how many records, or we can say employees, are there in department number 25, and in 30 how many employees are there? 6, and their sum of salaries is this. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Okay, now if we want, again I'm using a statement. Department. See, I'll try to use a non-group field. Okay, so that MGR. Okay, MGR is the name. MGR. Okay, so this is a non-group field. Count, I'll put something else. Count employee numbers. Okay, how many employees are there, it will count, and department number it will show you, and how many employees are there it will count, and the manager field is also there from EMP1, and group by department. So here we go. So you can see it is showing department number, then it is counting the number of employees working there, and this. Now you see, for this 10, how null has come. See, it will pick up the first value. Okay, for field number 10 you can see the first value and MGR field option. Where is the first 10 coming? Here you can see MGR, it is null. Okay, that is why null has come here. For 20, first 20 is here, and its MGR value is 8902. So it is 8902. Okay, there are many other 20s also, but it will take the first one. Okay, this one. Okay, next is your 30. There are 6 entries, but it will pick the value of MGR of first 30th row, that is 8698. Fine, it is. So if you are picking up, see, this is not an accurate value, there are other values also for this particular field. So I will suggest not to take this type of field which is not having any grouping value. Okay, means wherever the values are similar, that will help you to perform any grouping. Fine. Now I want to discuss one difference with you, difference between having clause and where clause. Actually, having clause, it places the condition on groups, and where clause, it places the condition on individual rows. So wherever you need to perform group by, then you should use having clause instead of